The wild life of hyenas. Nature's laughter machine or master survivors? Welcome to the ultimate guide on one of the most misunderstood, hilarious, and downright fascinating creatures on Earth. Hyenas. You've seen them in cartoons laughing like maniacs, but do they really just run around giggling all day? Spoiler alert, they don't. But we're not gonna lie, they do have some pretty odd laughs. So buckle up, because we're about to embark on a wild journey through the lives of these uniquely adapted and criminally underrated animals. Hyenas are not just the scavenging misfits you've heard about in stories. They are incredible predators, amazing hunters, and believe it or not, they have an intricate social structure that will blow your mind. By the end of this, you'll have a newfound respect for these furry, four-legged survivors. And you might even chuckle along the way, because trust me, hyenas bring the comedy. Meet the hyena, lion's rival, or comedy club president. Let's start with some introductions, because there's more to hyenas than what you saw in The Lion King. First off, hyenas aren't just scavengers lurking around for leftovers. Though they definitely don't mind a free meal, they are actually excellent hunters. Yes, we're talking top-tier predator status. There are 4 species of hyenas. The spotted hyena, the most famous one, the brown hyena, the striped hyena, and the lesser-known aardwolf, which despite its name is also a hyena and not a wolf. It just gets a little confused about its identity sometimes. Spotted hyenas are particularly well known for their laugh, which isn't because they're constantly amused by the absurdity of life. Their laugh is actually a way to communicate with the pack, basically a hyena LOL. It's also a sign of submission or excitement. So the next time you hear that eerie laugh in the wild, it might be a hyena saying, "Hey, don't bite me, I'm cool." But let's get one thing straight. Hyenas are tough. They regularly face off against lions, who like to bully them around, yet despite the lion's efforts, hyenas often win when it comes to survival because of their adaptability, social structure, and, let's be honest, their tenacity to not take any nonsense. Family matters, the matriarchy of the hyena clan. Here's something you might not know. In hyena society, it's the ladies who run the show. Hyenas have one of the most advanced matriarchal societies in the animal kingdom. The females are not only bigger, but they're also more aggressive and dominate the males in the clan. In fact, the highest-ranking male is still below the lowest-ranking female. So you could say that hyena males have a unique role in their social structure. Basically, they're the support cast, while the females are the stars of the show. This matriarchal system also creates a lot of family drama. Hyena cubs inherit their mother's rank. And yes, there's sibling rivalry like you wouldn't believe. In some cases, cubs will fight for dominance right from birth. Talk about sibling squabbles. Imagine this, 2 newborn hyena cubs in a crib wrestling like tiny MMA fighters for control over their mom's attention. Now that's the wild savanna edition of Keeping Up with the Hyenas. The not-so-scavenger. Hyenas, the ultimate hunters. Let's settle a myth once and for all. Hyenas are not just lazy scavengers waiting around for lions to finish their meal. Sure, they love a free buffet, but they're also incredible hunters in their own right. In fact, spotted hyenas' hunting success rates are on par with lions, if not better. Their hunting tactics are quite different from your typical big cat ambush. While lions go for the sudden pounce, hyenas play the endurance game. They'll chase prey over long distances, wearing them down until the poor animal is just too tired to keep running. It's like watching a marathon, except the prize at the end is dinner. This strategic chasing comes from their incredibly powerful legs. They can keep running and running without getting tired. Honestly, if hyenas ever entered a marathon, they'd probably smoke everyone. Usain Bolt, watch out! And their jaws? Oh, their jaws are insane. Hyenas have one of the strongest bite forces in the animal kingdom. They can crush bones like potato chips. No kidding. This helps them eat everything, and we mean everything. Nothing goes to waste when a hyena's around, making them nature's ultimate recyclers. If only they could help us with our trash problem. The laughter myth. What's so funny, hyena? Okay, so why do hyenas laugh? Are they just nature's comedians, cracking jokes about their last meal? Not exactly. The famous hyena laugh is actually a high-pitched series of giggles that serve as a form of communication. It's usually heard when they're excited, frustrated, or feeling threatened. So really, it's less of a laugh and more of a nervous giggle. Like when your boss asks if that report is ready and you're like, ha ha, yes, totally. It'll be ready, eventually. Hyenas' laughs are also a way to communicate their social status to the rest of the group. A lower-ranking hyena might let out a laugh to avoid getting attacked by a more dominant individual. It's basically like saying, hey, I'm not here to challenge you, I just want to grab a snack and go. If that doesn't sound familiar, it's like when you're at a buffet and someone cuts in line. You laugh nervously because, let's be real, you're hungry, but don't want to start a fight over that last piece of pizza. The hyenas, tough love parenting style. If you thought your parents were strict, let me introduce you to hyena moms. Hyena cubs are born into a pretty rough world. The first few weeks of life are spent in underground dens, protected by their mothers and other clan members. But hyena cubs have to grow up fast. They're often weaned at around 12 to 18 months, which is way quicker than most other large carnivores. And let's not sugarcoat it. It's a dog-eat-dog, or hyena-eat-hyena world out there. Sibling rivalry is no joke among hyenas. Cubs can be fiercely competitive, and only the strongest or the sneakiest get to thrive. It's kind of like the Hunger Games, except with more fur and less teen angst. But it's all part of nature's grand plan. Hyenas live in a harsh environment, and only the toughest survive. So, yeah, maybe hyena moms seem strict, but they're just preparing their kids for the realities of life on the savannah. Hyenas versus lions, the ultimate rivalry. If the animal kingdom had a reality show, the lion and hyena rivalry would be the main event. These two species are always competing for territory and food, and their fights can get pretty epic. But here's the thing. While lions are bigger and stronger, hyenas often come out on top because of their teamwork. Lions like to fight solo or in small groups, but hyenas roll deep. They work together as a pack to take on their much larger competitors. And let me tell you, when a pack of hyenas gets together, even lions think twice before starting a fight. But the most surprising thing? Sometimes hyenas win by just being patient. They'll wait for lions to make a kill and then swoop in when the lions are too tired or distracted to put up a fight. It's like waiting until the buffet line dies down and then going in for the feast. The great debate. Are hyenas dogs or cats? Here's a fun one. Are hyenas more like dogs or cats? Most people assume they're related to dogs because of how they look, but plot twist, they're actually closer to cats. Yep, despite their dog-like appearance, hyenas are more closely related to felines than canines. In fact, they belong to a family called Hyenidae, which shares more of its evolutionary history with cats, civets, and mongooses. Talk about a species identity crisis. But let's be real, hyenas are their own thing. They've got the sharp teeth and fierce hunting instincts of a cat, but with the stamina and pack mentality of a wolf. They're like nature's ultimate hybrid, a mashup of all the best features from different predators. If there were a sports team made up of animals, the hyena would be the star player, excelling in offense, defense, and teamwork. So, while hyenas might have an existential crisis trying to figure out if they're more of a dog or cat, we humans can just sit back and admire how they've taken the best of both worlds. Plus, it's one more reason to think twice before labeling them as just scavengers. They're far too complex for that. The secret to hyena survival. Adaptation at its finest. Hyenas are survivors, plain and simple. They've adapted to some of the harshest environments on Earth, from the savannas of Africa to arid deserts. Their secret weapon? Adaptability. When food is scarce, hyenas don't panic. They improvise. Their diet isn't limited to fresh kills. They can make a meal out of almost anything, from bones to carrion to even old leather. Yes, leather. With their powerful digestive system and the ability to extract nutrients from just about anything, they turn the leftovers of the animal kingdom into gourmet feasts. And let's not forget their stamina. Hyenas can cover vast distances in search of food, using their incredible endurance to wear down prey or outlast competitors. They're built to survive in environments where other predators might struggle, making them one of the toughest animals in the wild. The hyena's laughing legacy, comedy in the animal kingdom. By now, we know that hyenas' laughs aren't really a sign of comedy, but let's not pretend they haven't become iconic for their giggles. Thanks to movies, memes, and viral videos, hyenas have gained a reputation as the jokers of the animal kingdom. But what's really funny is how misunderstood they've been all along. For centuries, hyenas were seen as lowly scavengers, the underdogs of the savannah. Now, we're starting to realize they're far more complex than that. Intelligent, social, skilled hunters with a knack for survival. So, maybe that laugh is more of a knowing chuckle. After all, they've been laughing their way to survival for millions of years, while we humans are just now catching up to how cool they really are. If that doesn't earn them some respect, I don't know what will. Hyenas, nature's ultimate underdog champions. Hyenas are more than just the laughing scavengers we once thought they were. They're tough, intelligent, and incredibly adaptable creatures who have mastered the art of survival. From their powerful jaws to their matriarchal social structure, hyenas have earned their place as some of nature's most fascinating animals. So, the next time you hear a hyena's eerie giggle in the night, don't just think of them as the punchline to a joke. Think of them as nature's ultimate survivors, navigating the wild with a sense of humor and a whole lot of resilience. After all, in a world full of lions, sometimes it's the hyena that has the last laugh.